Hi, this is Eslin. Welcome back, fishies. Today I thought we would make one of the snacks that I like, a pico de gallo. It goes on, different soups. So when you go to a Mexican restaurant, it's usually on the table, not salsa. Pico is a little different than salsa. So I have everything all ready. Right here I've diced up 2 tomatoes. I'm going to use this bowl. I'm going to have to get a clear mixing bowl, but I'm going to use this bowl. I'm going to put everything in here and mix it together and explain everything as we go. Okay, so I got the tomatoes in there. Now, this is the red onion. You can see it's red. This is the red onion. It calls for red onion, but you know what? If you don't have red onion, you can use any onion that you have. You don't have to necessarily use the red onion. Those are romaine tomatoes. If you don't have the romaine tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes will work good. The grape tomatoes will work good. But if you have the plain tomatoes, use those. Doesn't make any difference. You can use those tomatoes. Okay, then I have here, this is about, what is this? Half of a jalapeno, like a medium to small jalapeno. This is half of it. So I'm going to drop that down in there. Now, when you deal with the peppers, you should always wash your hands after, just in case you might touch your eyes or your mouth or somewhere you're not supposed to touch. It will burn. So when you deal with peppers, wash your hands when you get done. Okay, now here I have some cilantro. You have to be careful with the cilantro. It's very pungent. It's very strong. So a little goes a long way. I'm probably not going to use all of this. I just like to have it, I can or add it as I need it because, it's better to have more than not enough. So I'm going to add just a little bit, maybe half of that right now, just to see how it is. Just about half of that I'll add in there. Then I have here lime. This is juice from 1 lime. But I'm not going to pour it all in at once. I'm just going to pour it a little at a time, add it a little at a time. That way, if I don't have too much, it won't be too soggy. I can always add more. Just about maybe half. Now, this is something that I add. I don't know if everybody else adds this to their pico, but this is cumin. This is the ground cumin. I always add this. So I'm going to put that in there. And as you can see, I have them all in there. They're not stirred up yet. It's going to smell of vision. That cumin smells really delicious. But there's 2 more things I need to add. Is my pepper, salt and pepper. I need to add the salt and the pepper. This is the pepper. Maybe about 1/4 of a teaspoon. Okay, but like I was saying before, everybody's different. If you like more, you can add more in there. If not, less. I'm using the Himalayan pink salt. Okay, if you don't, if you're watching your salt, you might want not put any salt in it. You want to taste it first. It might be good enough for you, but I already know I need to add a little salt. Personal preference. I already know I need it. Maybe, like I said, maybe about 1/4 of a teaspoon to 1/2, and somewhere in between. Okay, now we'll have another look. Now you can see all the spices in there, the salt, the pepper, the cumin. Now we're going to give it a good stir. Next, and blend it up. Oh, that just smells. Oh, it smells so good. Just mixing it up, the cumin and everything. The cilantro. That looks so good, doesn't it? It smells delicious. Gonna put it down here so I can give it a good quick stir. Oh, that looks absolutely delicious. Doesn't that look good? Now, like I said, it's different for everybody. If you want more onion, you can add more onion. You taste it. If you want more cilantro, you can add it, or more jalapeno pepper, tomatoes. Everybody's different. That's why when you cook, you don't necessarily have to follow the recipe because, you might not like something, you like something more. Just going to mix that up. And I am going to reach over here and get a spoon. Get a taster spoon here. See if I need to add some more of that lime juice or anything. I'm just going to taste it. So I'm going to get a juice on there. I think I might have to add some more cilantro. Needs a little bit more salt. A little bit more salt. That's why it's always good. You can always add a little more salt. I think that's what it needed, was a little more salt. But you know what? I still need to watch the salt intake on these, only because I have chips to go with them. And you know the chips have a little salt on them also. But I still thought it needed a little bit of added salt just for its own flavor. Okay, here, let me get my spoon back out. Give it another taste test. Mm-hmm. Now that did it. That brought it to where it needed to be. Like I said, you see that? Doesn't that look good? What I'm going to do now for you guys is I'm going to plate it in a bowl. What I normally do is when I make it, I normally put it in a mason jar and put it in the refrigerator and let it get cold. But I'm going to put it in a bowl so you guys can see it and we can sample it with the chips. Okay, I have these nice bowls that I got. Usually you see these when you go into a Mexican restaurant sitting on the table. So we're going to put some of this in here. Now, this is pico de gallo. It's not the salsa. It's a little different. This one doesn't have the bell peppers and stuff in it like the salsa does. And this is more chunky. Yes, this is more chunky. We'll do this. We'll spoon this on top. Sit that there. Doesn't that look good? Doesn't that look delicious? And you know what? You can also, just to make it look a little better, just a couple more sprigs of the cilantro on top. We're going to taste it. But see here, I have the regular corn chips. And then I also have the Doritos. Remember I was telling you, I like to eat the Doritos with chili and different sauces. We're going to try it with the Dorito first. Very good. This is very good. Like I said, watch the salt when you make the pico. It's just right. It's not too salty. It's really good. Now we're going to try it with just the regular corn chip. It's going to be a little different because the Dorito has like a more cheese flavor, and this has just no flavor. I mean, it's just a regular corn flavor. Now this is like going to the Mexican restaurant. Very easy. Now you guys see how simple and easy that was? It didn't take very long. The most time you'll spend is chopping the stuff up. But you know what? You can do that really quick. If you like what you see, thumbs up. If you want more, hit the dinner bell. You know what? You can leave a comment. Make suggestions. You know what? We can try this dish again. Maybe we'll put a spin on it. But, you know, leave a comment. That's that part timer is kicking in. And you know what? Subscribing is free and sharing is nice. I want everybody to stay safe and positive. And tune in until next time because you never know what we're going to try. See ya.